Today marks the 129th anniversary of Ukrainian football. On July 14th, the very first ever Ukrainian football match in history took place. Fast forward in 2024, the team looks ahead at the prospect of winning an Olympic gold medal as they head for Paris this summer. Sit back and listen to the tale of Ukrainian football and how the development of the blue and yellow as they prepare to make history. See, I bet you guys did not know that the football game you all grew up loving and watching and cherishing and crying over has a deep dark secret. Thing is, as time goes on, the world has developed. So has football. The introduction of 5 substitutes instead of 3, red card on deliberate handballs, and perhaps the worst rule to date, VAR. But none is as shocking as the way football used to be played back in the medieval days. See, according to the olden day football rules, football matches lasted until the first goal. No, Lviv's Volodymyr Komitsky would forever write his name in Ukrainian folklore after scoring on the 6th minute of the game, giving his team victory in the match. Hence the importance of July 14th, a day the Ukrainians will forever cherish. More than 120 years later, the younger generation led by head coach Ruslan Rotan are ready to debut in this year's Olympics. It's more important to mention that this will not be the first time the head coach has managed this group of players. Some notable stars of this young team include the likes of Volodymyr Brasko, arguably the nation's best young player, followed by Maksim Klan of FC Lechia, as well as Mykola Mikhailenko of Dynamo Kyiv, one of Ukraine's most popular football clubs. Plaudits go to the coach for putting up an unprecedented run in the 2023 U21 European Youth Championship, leading his team to a semi-final. In fact, this should not be a surprise. In the last 25 years, Ukrainian football at the youth level has seen significant success. The U19s won their first ever bronze at Euro 2004. 2 years later, the U21s would go on to win the entire tournament, defeating strong nations like England in the final. Ukraine's U19s placed third with a bronze finish at Euro 2018. And lastly, the U20 team saw major success after winning the World Cup, defeating South Korea 3-1. Real Madrid's Andriy Lunin was the goalkeeper at the time and one of the best players at the tournament, a player that would go on to make history by winning the Champions League not once, but twice. In fact, it's safe to say that Andriy Lunin joins a long line of Ukrainian football legends. With the war taking place in East Europe, it'll be far from an easy task to win a gold medal. However, at the same time, Ruslan Rotan's U21s have shown great resilience and focus, proving to the world that they have the mental strength to see past external affairs and deliver when it matters. In fact, there's a huge possibility that this was a guiding factor in reaching the Final Four proceedings back in their Euro 2023 youth campaign. With that said, it's worth mentioning that iconic figures such as Shvenko, Zinchenko, Oleg Blokin, Yarmolenko are hailed as more than football stars in their nation. In fact, the Olympic team can use such football pedigree as a motivational factor for the upcoming games. What these legends have done and continue to do for their nation has been nothing short of extraordinary. Against the backdrop of the Russian invasion, these star players play more than a sports role. Their acts of charity and influence have been nothing short of amazing as they continue to raise awareness. Shevchenko, arguably the most successful Ukrainian to ever play our beautiful game, a brilliant and integral part of the 2000s Milan dynasty, who went on to click and smash the subscribe button. As Kickflix would say, I'm trying to turn you into a famous Ukrainian football star. So, what are you waiting for? Anyway, Shevchenko was crowned with the 2004 Ballon d'Or with AC Milan. 18 years later, his speech at the 2022 Ballon d'Or ceremony was met with loud applause. It is very important to remember that the war continues, but the most important thing is to stay on the side of Ukraine and continue to help. Oleg Blokin, a man synonymous with Dynamo Kyiv, is another legend who went on to win the Ballon d'Or. What made it even more special was the fact that he was the first man to bring such a prestigious award to the land of Ukraine. What is happening does not fit into any framework. When shells are flying above me and a house is burning literally 200 meters away, then you understand that something is wrong in this life. This aggression is unacceptable. Ukraine will win. Oleg Zinchenko, the current Arsenal defender, is yet another example. Though he's a rapper in his free time, Zinchenko has also dedicated profound efforts of raising awareness to the atrocities of the Russian invasion. I feel that my mission is to speak to the whole world, show and highlight everything that is happening to Ukraine. I am very proud that I am Ukrainian. When I hold the flag of Ukraine in my hands, these are unforgettable emotions. This is what every Ukrainian who glorifies our state should do. Although the Arsenal fullback will not be representing the national team as an alternate, Ukraine will have to rely on their youngsters to make history this summer. According to sources, one of their brightest talents, Maxim Klan, recently rejected 2 formal proposals from Dynamo and Shakhtar to focus on his development at Polish club Lechia. Additionally, Volodymyr Brazko was voted best U23 for the previous year, another weapon at their disposal. With all these talented youngsters in his roster, Zlatan will have to accommodate and build around his star players. Does he prioritize the team around the youngest midfielder to represent Ukraine at the Olympics in Mykola Mikhalenko, or will he show bravery and accommodate his attacking players? Most notably Shakhtar's star boy Danilo Sikan, who has managed more than 20 goal contributions this season alone. All in all, it'll certainly prove to be a difficult task for a small nation like Ukraine to ever dream of pulling an upset. But this is what we love about the beautiful game. In fact, international football as a whole. The unpredictability and the talent that will be on display. Sheesh, we're all in for a treat. There's so much to look forward to as Ukraine will be competing in Group B against Argentina, Morocco, and Iraq. What do you guys think? Are the Ukrainians guaranteed an international trophy come to the Summer Olympics? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to Footballholics.